Hey again, it's Rahena, and we are continuing a Let's Play of Gakuen Heaven 2. This is the first round of the Bell 1, and we are about to start the quiz, so all the rules have been explained. We're going to see what kind of quiz we get. So there's actually a little mini game in here. Much easier than the quiz from the first Gakuen Heaven, by the way. Oh god, it's the card one. Okay. You have to match the cards in the first few, which is kind of easy. It's not too bad. So you pick who answers. I'll do it this time. Alright, we'll see if I can do this one, because this one gets pretty hard. Alright, so it gives you a certain amount of time to look at the cards, and this one's pretty simple. I will answer these myself, probably. Alright, so just matching the pairs for the first part. Just like that. Alright, now there's more cards to look at, so a little more challenging. I'm gonna let Tomo do this one, so I'll just click on him. He's actually pretty good at this one, which is good. And I'm not sure if different characters have different strengths and weaknesses. It doesn't really seem that way. Oh. So you're not guaranteed to get it right. Now this one's different. You have to put the cards in order from lowest to highest. So I'll do this because it's the easy one. Alright, one more. I'll leave the rest to Tomo because we've already gotten 6. And that's how many you need in order to complete this mini game. So we'll see how Tomo does. You did terribly. Tomo, you're supposed to be smart. What's going on here? And you can see by the time you reach the ending rounds, it's kind of obnoxious to remember all these cards, what order they go in, that quickly. Good job, Tomo. Also, the time runs out faster. Closer to the end very good. So that's actually pretty good. That's 8 out of 10. That's perfect. The other mini game is a little different. Instead of cards, it will show different shapes, and you have to complete the pattern by choosing the shape that goes in the space that's missing, which is actually a lot easier, I think, especially once you start getting a whole bunch of different things, because you only ever have to pick one shape, as opposed to with the cards you have to match a certain number of pairs, or you have to put them in order. And when it gets to putting 8 cards in order after looking at them for like 5 seconds, it gets a little hard to do that, especially when you're distracted by every other cute little thing on the screen. But here we go, we did it. The harder version of the game. You may not even see that one. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how it decides how to choose them, but here we go. Alright, good job. And you guys won the first round? Alright, we won! So the second round is next week, and it's going to be a test of strength. Physical strength. Alright, so do your best to train for that, and everyone's dismissed. Obviously, Yuki is happy about winning. Well, that quiz was pretty hard. It would have been really bad if you weren't there with me. You know, because I'm in the regular class. That quiz is pretty easy. Well, even since before, I've been better at puzzles than you. Well, that's true. And it was just a coincidence that questions I could answer came up this time. That must have been up to your luck. Me? Really? Well, that he was able to answer was proof that he's smart. I'm just normal. Normal, huh?
別にいいだろう。普通でいることが俺のアイデンティティなんだから。
And Yuki was saying, you're kind of obsessive about that. And Tomo says, not really, just being normal is my identity.
それって威張って言うことじゃないと思うぞ。
Well, I shouldn't say
それにしてもな。
that. Anyway.
どうしたんだ？
確かに1回戦は勝てた。だけどベルワンはあと2回あるんだよな。
So we won this time, but there's 2 more left. So we won this round somehow, but shouldn't we prepare for the next one? So who are we gonna ask? Obviously, we're going to ask Tomo what we should do next.
なあ、トモ。次の準備とかした方がいいのかな？
I mean, even if you're not using a guide to play this game, it is fairly obvious what you should choose in order to get the good ending. The original game was pretty good about that too. They didn't have a lot of really tricky kind of choices in there. There were a few here and there where you would look at it and say, how was I supposed to know I should choose that? But for the most part, this game is very friendly. They make it very easy for you to get the endings that you want. It's very straightforward, because I've played some BL games where you pick stuff and you're just like, what the hell just happened? You know, you say something with one intent and it gets completely turned around or misinterpreted, or next thing you know, you're playing Sweet Pool and like some guy's eating you. What? So this isn't like that. This game is very friendly. It's straightforward. It's very easy to get the ending you want, and all you have to remember to get the good ending: be a good person, be selfless, don't be a douche. You're fine. You are golden. Yes. So Yuki is saying, hey, we should prepare for the next. What sort of strategy?
2回戦がどんな内容かわからないけど、何か対策した方がいいだろ。
We don't know what the next round's going to be, so, how should we
別に
get ready?
何もしなくていいと思うぜ。
Not really. We don't really need to do anything. It's fine if you don't do anything. Nothing?
ああ、お前はちゃんと飯食って寝て、お前の強運が発揮できるよう祈っとけばいいって。
Well, just make sure you sleep and eat properly and pray that you can manifest your good luck.
でも、トモってベルワンの原案作りに参加したんだよな。
Yeah, but didn't you help create the plan for the Bell one?
ああ、まあ。
Well...
だったらさ、2回戦がどんなものか知ってるのか？
So, do you know what the second round's going to be like?
知ってたことは知ってたけど、ほとんど役に立たないぜ。
I know some things, but it's not really useful, and this is where that thing Tomo mentioned earlier comes into play, where he said we don't know what kind of challenges they're going to throw in.
え？
俺がお前のパートナーに決まった時に、俺に有利になるような内容は理事会がほとんど差し替えただろうからな。
When you chose me as your partner, the board kind of replaced everything that I knew in the Bell one. So everything that Tomo knew is pretty much defunct now, so he has no idea. He's going to be just as surprised as you, you being Yuki, with what happens.
そうなんだ。
実際、1回戦も結構変わってたからな。
To tell the truth, the first round was really different
だか
too.
ら、今さら慌てて何かしても意味ないかもしれない。お前はただ、次がクリアできそうな内容になれって、
So there's no
祈
point
っ
in
ててくれれ
worrying
ばいい
about
ん
it.
だ。
Just pray that it's something we can clear.
その幸運を期待するくらいには、俺はお前の運を信じてるんだぜ。
I'm going to depend on your luck because I believe in it.
運動系だったら、俺が何とかしてやるからさ。だから、心配するな。
No, I'm athletic, so it'll work out somehow, so don't worry about it.
トモ。わかった。
Alright, so Yuki is reassured by Tomo's attitude here. He seems like much less of a slacker than usual. He's putting himself into this.
なあ、トモ。今のトモ、ちょっとかっこよかったぞ。
You seem kind of cooler than
いつもよ
usual.
り真剣な感じで頼もしかったっていうか。
You're more serious and you seem more dependable.
なんだよそれ。真面目に言われると照れるぞ。
Well, saying something like that so directly makes me blush. Unfortunately, they didn't choose to make him blush in his little character portrait because there are plenty of little Tomo blushies to go around later on.
いや、気のせいかも。
Is it my
いつものトモ
imagination?
から比べればマシって程度かな。
Well, I think it's better than your usual self. That's kind of rude.
でもなんか安心したかも。
And I'm
そうか？
relieved.
ほっとしたらお腹減ったな。
Well, now that he's not all stressed out, he's
寮に
hungry.
帰って夕飯食べようぜ。
Let's go back and eat dinner.
あ
All right.
ます。
So this is an interesting scene in the cafeteria, even though the
今
boys
日の
have
カレー
won.
は魚か
And today it's fish curry. Actually, this scene is a bit long, and since it's separate from the Bell 1 win in the the round that we just went through, the minigame, I'm actually going to stop this video here and make a new one for the scene in the cafeteria, because it goes on for a while and there's a lot of interesting tidbits in there, and I don't want anyone to get overloaded by having too much stuff going on in one video. So I'll stop here, and I will see you next time!